Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Big Brad, what is good, man? How we doing, buddy? You feeling better?
Man, we've been through the ringer, but we are here today excited to talk football. I got a great weekend of soccer and football, and I'm excited to be here with you, AB. How are you doing, my guy?
My man, look, I'm doing great. All right. And I'm glad that you're feeling better. You're good. Food poisoning is the absolute worst, man. Dude, I lose weight whenever that happens. Like you just sleep and that's it and feel terrible. So it's just I'm glad that you're feeling better. You know what I mean? Honestly. So
I think it
all
actually
right.
turned out to be the norovirus,
Oh,
the
wow.
one that's going around. I think that because my mom got it, my dad got it, my wife got it, and my child got it. So it's looking like it could be that.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know how to fix it, but I hope that it happens quick. So there we go.
Yeah, everybody wash your hands.
Yeah, yeah, 100%, man. I noticed that yesterday. I was pumping gas and like I got, I just put the nozzle back and I was like, man, I keep sanitizing the car. I was like, all right, let's put a little on here. Yeah. All right. Kirk said, Big Brad. I love it. Aubie, TGIF. You know what that means? Let's go. Let's go indeed. All right. Everybody say hello in the chat. We're going to jump right into it because we have a ton. And Brad, I have a surprise for your beautiful son of a gun self, too. I love it. And for everybody. All right. Let's jump into it. How do we do yesterday? All right. Oklahoma money line, Michigan money line, Nuggets money line. Got them. Do not like doing 3-leg parlays. However, we had to do it yesterday, and it paid off. So we got there. Now, Brad, here's the tough part. This second one should have paid off, too. The Rockets lose in overtime to the Warriors. Timberwolves handled their business. God, could have been 2-0, but we'll take the 1-1. It is what it is. Now, what do we see last night in college basketball? Michigan. Buddy, you guys seeing these spreads? All right, it's starting to get tight here. Michigan, 71-68 win over Iowa. Michigan State, 91-87 win over Rutgers. So we're getting close to the end of the regular season of college basketball. And, yeah, these games are getting real tight. And I'll tell you this, it was spoken about in the chat from our man Bama talking about Miami of Ohio. Can they keep it up? Undefeated? They're playing tonight. We're about to find out. So we're going to jump into it. That was yesterday. It wasn't a huge day in sports. All right, let's jump into it. Brad, we have one headline, and then we're going right into the show. All right. Oh, I hit the wrong button, but you know what? It's all right. Let's go. All right, take a look at this. Yesterday, all right, Mount Juliet Middle School started their season, and my nephew starting second baseman. I love it, man. I got to spend last night doing my favorite thing in the world, man, watching my nephew play baseball. They won 6-5, big comeback win over Oakland. I absolutely love it, man. So, Bo, your uncle is so unbelievably proud of you, dude. I love it, man. And you're probably too young to be seeing this on the internet, but when you get older, you're going to see it, my boy. We're so proud of you, man. So, Bo, great job, buddy. And you're going to get love from me every single game, brother. I love it, man. So there we go. I appreciate you guys giving me a second to shout out my nephew. I love that kid. He's the best kid in the world, man. Bo, great job, buddy. Can't wait for the next game. Let's go. Hey, we're taking everybody down. I love it. All right, Brad, let's jump into the picks, man. Oh, real quick. Edwin, all aboard the Dono train. Let's go. $9.99 super sticker, man. Edwin, thank you. So I can hug you too, brother. For real, big time, man. Thank you, and thank to everybody, man. You guys are the absolute best. All right, let's get into it. We got picks today: soccer, baseball, basketball. Let's go. All right, Big Brad, let it rip, bro. What you got?
Yeah, what the heck does this say today? We're going to Poland at 1:30 p.m. Central Time today. Lechia Gdansk is taking on Jagiellonia Białystok, and we're looking for 3 total goals by way of the Asian total. So 4 total goals will cash us in full. Got that at minus 130, and it's Lechia Gdansk. They are a team who smashes totals typically at home, higher even so than away, but they are a crusher playing a top side Jagiellonia Białystok, who is looking for and to keep and remain atop the Polish Ekstraklasa against a team who's fighting for relegation. So both teams have their own unique possibilities, and they also do that in the matchup history. So we're looking for 4 total goals for the full cash, but just 3 to get us in there for the half cash. Again, Poland, Extra Klasa at 1:30 p.m. Central Time. Lechia Gdansk, Jagiellonia, Bialystok.
Nice job. All right. So the price is minus 130 and it starts at 130.
You got it.
It feels like a winner to me. All right. Now, Lechia. Yeah, Tizzle said AB's got to give these names a try. Lechia Gdansk. All right. That sounds like a store that I can't afford to shop in. And then Jagiellonia, Bialystok. Yeah, there we go. We got it. Look, I'm telling you, I think this is good karma for this pick. All right, Brad, great job, man. All right, so here's what we have in baseball and basketball today. So, all right, what do we need to know? Again, there are some tournaments that are out there. For the most part, though, we are home and homes, right? Series, playing at a school. That's where we're at. We got some games here because we have some that are conference play already. All right, North Carolina. We'll talk about all these games. North Carolina taking on Virginia. We have been betting Virginia all year long. All year long. I hate to fade the boys. We bet Virginia last weekend, and they hit every one of them, right? Virginia's good. But, man, North Carolina is good, too. And they're playing at home. I think it's going to be an awesome game. We're going to pair that. We'll talk about it with Auburn. Auburn's going up against Winthrop. Love Auburn. Hey, keep going, boys. Keep going. All right, Tennessee money line taking on Wright State. They're at home. All right, and then the Hawaii Regional. Do we continue the Hawaii Regional? All right, they're playing at home. Minus 105 to put those together. Now, here's where it gets interesting, okay? Because when we walk through these games, there are some legit matchups that we have to watch out for. There are some tough ones to pick. So I'm going to pair a baseball and a basketball together. Wake Forest money line. Let's go. Okay. And Miami of Ohio money line minus 120. Put those two together. College baseball, college basketball. What do you think? You in for it? We'll Wake Miami of Ohio.
You know I love North Beach. Come on. Miami of Ohio's crushing it. And you got is it the Demon Deacons? Is that right?
That's
Wake
correct.
Forest Demon Deacons. Incredible mascot. I mean, that's going to be a banger. I'm definitely tailing that.
Mm-hmm. Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
And it's cross sport. Love cross sport.
Mm-hmm. I do too. Cross sports are fun. They are fun, man. Tizzle said, played Hawaii with USC. Hawaii Regional is alive. Yes, it is. Tony, love Hawaii at home. I agree. Hey, and here's the other thing too. We'll jump into it. We don't want to depend on Hawaii every day, but my goodness, man, they've been a wagon so far. All right, so let's jump into it now. Brad, here's the thing. I promised you a surprise, okay? And I try to deliver. So on this show, usually college baseball leads it off, but it's taking a backseat to something today. Oh, here's a surprise. How many of you have missed this? Brad, we've got the World Baseball Classic. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we do. We've got the World Baseball Classic today. The USA taking on Brazil. Now, if this were World Cup, I don't think these prices would quite be the same. But here you go. USA minus 6,000 on the money line today. Yeah, minus 6,000. Okay. Logan Webb on the bump for Team USA. Bo Takahashi. All right. Going for Brazil. Good name in Bo. We just talked about Nephew, although my nephew spells it different. Either way, we got a lot of love for Bo's. But I think USA is on their game today. All right, we got an over-under of 14. Look at the run line, Brad. USA is minus 9.5 on the run line. They have to win by 10 just to cover the spread. That's what you have today. So it could be a little difficult to bet that. Right? Are you putting good money down on that USA minus 6,000?
Honestly, that run line does kind of appeal to me. If it's a smash fest and there's that big of a talent gap, especially pitching such a big deal, if they can't hit and these guys are smashing, it's the USA. They could put 10 up in the first inning, theoretically.
Yes, this Team USA is loaded. Like they could cover this total by themselves. But here's the thing, Brad, that's difficult to figure out, right? Of like, are they going to cover 9.5? But the beautiful part, when you have a team that's about to mash all day long, is we have home runs to bet on today. All right, let me read through them. Everybody start circling who you like. I'll go through the odds. Aaron Judge, home run, plus 105. Cal Raleigh, plus 120. Schwarbs, your boy, plus 125. Byron Buxton, plus 160. Bryce Harper, plus 165. Bobby Witt Jr., plus 285. Alex Bregman, plus 310. Roman Anthony, plus 450. Bryce Terang, plus 500. Lucas Ramirez, plus 2,000. And Dante Bichette Jr., plus 2,200. All right. Home run. Where are you going today? Who do you like?
Well, you already know. I'm not going to go to Mr. Hit, even though I think he probably gets a hit at every at bat. Hit the wit with the hit. That guy smashes it. But first of the year, we got to celebrate it in style. Give me a Schwarber bomb. He can't do anything other than get walked and hit bombs. Give me the bomb, baby. He's swinging for everything. First plate appearance, Kyle Schwarber.
I love it. Schwarbs, great call. All right. Schwarbs plus 125. Locked in. Okay. Here's the question that I have. You got to choose one out of these three. Judge, Raleigh, or Bryce Harper? Where are you going? It's hard. I know. I want to play Aaron Judge. I want to my mind is saying.
My first thought was Aaron Judge. Not that I have any disrespect for Cal Raleigh, North Carolina. I think he had a great season, but this is the man who's consistent, Aaron Judge. And if you give him a little hanger, gone. He doesn't even have to swing hard. Just has to make good contact. Aaron Judge.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's the call. I'm going to go Aaron Judge, even though I'm eating chalk on this one. And Greg asked a good question, too. Will they, USA, rotate players in on this? Just a thought. I'm sure. They're not going to burn anybody up. You know what I mean? Like that. Your starters will go, but, yeah, no doubt. They'll definitely rotate. Ohtani hit a grand slam last night. So he got that thing started off pretty easily for them. Yeah, nice job there. All right, so that's what we have, World Baseball Classic. Again, USA taking on Brazil. USA minus 6,000, all right, on the money line. Tina said she's going Cal Raleigh on the home run. I love it. Maddie, I said, good morning, gang. Bobby Dong going Bobby Witt Jr. Kirk, round robin, Tua hit a home run. You know what? Not a bad look either. Yeah. So, okay. All right. Now let's jump into college baseball. What we have, top 25 for today. Columbia at West Virginia. Let me get the banner up here as well. Get the picks going right there at the bottom. All right. Columbia at West Virginia. Stetson at Arkansas. Queens at Georgia. Oakland at Texas A&M. Lafayette at NC State. The Citadel at Kentucky. Virginia at North Carolina. Big one here. LaSalle at Clemson. UCLA at Ohio State. Virginia Tech at Georgia Tech, Northern Kentucky at Florida State, Stanford at Wake Forest, East Carolina at Coastal Carolina, High Point at Florida, Wright State at Tennessee, Lipscomb at Mississippi State. We saw that one start last night. Mississippi State got the win. Oakland at Texas A&M, Winthrop at Auburn, North Alabama at Southern Miss, Boston College at Miami, Tulane at TCU, Sacramento State at LSU, USC Upstate at Texas, Santa Clara at Oklahoma. We saw Oklahoma get the win in game one last night. UTSA, New Mexico State, and Xavier at Oregon State. All right, so that's what we have there. Let's jump into it, man. Brad, so we'll kind of run through these, and if you see anywhere you're like, all right, I'm all in, or don't want anything to do, right? So, all right, Stetson at Arkansas here. Arkansas minus 750 on the money line. Probably not a lot we're going to be able to do with Arkansas. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a high price. And to be honest with you, Arkansas is not exactly playing the greatest baseball right now. That said, this might not be you would have to pair this with like something that's like minus 170, but it's playable. It's playable, man. Whale said, thankful for this show, getting my mind off life for a bit. Just had to put our dog down. Thank you all for being the best crew in the business. My goodness, man. Whale, that's the worst thing on planet Earth. The worst thing ever, man. So sorry. There's nothing that I could say other than that's just the worst, brother. But we're all here for you for sure, man. So sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, so Arkansas, it's playable, but you're going to have to play it with something that's pretty flippin' risky, right? Michigan State at Nebraska. Nebraska actually minus 298 here. Not a bad look. Michigan State, not the worst baseball team. I'm not coming at them like that. But Nebraska at home could be a good spot. And that minus 298 is very playable today. Middle Tennessee at UAB. A great series here. I think that we're going to see runs. UAB minus 160. I think they're the better team. MTSU, I think, has the better record. I think MTSU's like 9-4. They're not bad, but they're very difficult to trust. If you're betting on this, UAB, if you could figure this one out, like this is the type where UAB and Arkansas could be a play, right? Like I'm not saying bet UAB, but this style of play, same thing with, if you took Middle Tennessee, you just play it by itself because it's plus 124. But still, yeah, you've got options there. All right, UCLA and Ohio State. UCLA minus 920 on the money line. Yeah, I mean, what do we do with that, right? Like Ohio State, not that good in baseball. UCLA, number one team in the country. But they're on the road, and it's a Big Ten game, right? So you are seeing conference play begin for some teams here. UCLA again. Purdue at Oregon minus 345. This one's not bad. Oregon is an excellent baseball team, and they have an opportunity this weekend to solidify that. They can handle Purdue. What Oregon needs to do is come out, win game one, and not use many arms, right? I'm not saying they have to come out and blow the team out, right? But just let's have an efficient win on Friday. Set ourselves up for the weekend on Saturday, on Sunday, fresh arms. Just not be, spent, right, in key areas. And it might be something that we depend on. So keep an eye on that Purdue and Oregon. These prices could be something we need. All right, Virginia and North Carolina. Nothing needs to be said. These two teams can play. North Carolina, I'm sorry, minus 238 on the money line here at home. We have North Carolina. Love North Carolina. But, man, Brad, it's like choosing between two kids. You know what I mean? Like, we've been betting Virginia all year and love this team. But I think North Carolina might have it on the bump today. I think they've got the advantage in pitching, although I wonder what this total is going to be. Because this game screams 5-3. So this is gonna be a good one here. We're doing some betting on this one. North Carolina, good. I love them, but man, Virginia, dude. AB, I know you have UNC, but Virginia might be playing the best baseball in the country. I know. That's what it just makes me sick about fading them, man. Virginia is such a good team, and they're consistent. You can count on them. So this will be a series to keep an eye on. And it might be one of those to where North Carolina, say Virginia takes game one, North Carolina takes game two, play game three for the series, right? Could be something like that. You're going to see low prices, though, on these money lines. So we could definitely utilize on that. Tartleton State at New Mexico. Nothing for me here. New Mexico minus 215. They could score some runs here. UC San Diego, Cincinnati. Cincinnati minus 220. Keep an eye. Cincinnati might be a play this weekend. Washington and Indiana. I don't have anything here. Indiana's uniforms, they're pinstripe grays with the state of Indiana, the silhouette logo. Oh, those are unbelievable. They are so nice. Matty Ice, there's some PEDs in that Skyline chili. Yes. You're not a Skyline chili? What's the other one? There are Skyline and oh, I can't remember. I'll remember. What did you think about Skyline chili?
Oh, not a fan. I'll just leave it there. I don't want to trash anything or anybody. I just did not like Skyline chili. Soggy, kind of flavorless.
Yeah. Gold Star. That's it. Gold Star.
Gold Star.
Thank you so much.
Good shout.
I love them. Spaghetti, all of it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Kyle said, yep, DK has that Oregon Purdue game flip. Purdue is at home. There we go. All right, perfect. Okay, so that makes more sense. All right, good eye. That makes a lot more sense. I was like, why is Oregon so nicely? Okay, thank you. Okay, Notre Dame and Duke. Brad. Duke is playing baseball, Hoss. This team is good. Shout out to my boys. All right. Notre Dame is the favorite here, minus 140. I don't have a bet, but you know where I'm going with this. I love me some Duke baseball. So we'll have to keep an eye there. Charleston Southern, Georgia State, nothing for me. Cal Baptist and BYU. Cal Baptist took game one. They took game one on the launch pad. All right, oversailed. Sailed. Okay, BYU. They're underdogs now. Cal Baptist minus 166 on the money line. Anybody played it yesterday? Might be just rolling the same thing again today. Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech. Ooh, this is a good one. Live in Atlanta, Georgia, baby. Virginia Tech's all right. Georgia Tech is what the kids call a wagon. They're averaging 14.5 runs per game. Them. Not the game, them. They are outstanding. Top 5 team in the country, minus 620 on the money line. It's dangerous because Virginia Tech can play. We just saw them. We saw them in Arlington. Virginia Tech's not bad, but Scott, AB, do we have an LSU problem in college baseball? They've lost 2 straight. No, I don't think so. But it's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. Drew Dober by decision, plus 550. There we go. Appreciate that. Stanford, Wake Forest. Oh, you feeling it?
Lock. Let's go, Japan, for sure. And I was going to actually ask Japan for a decision type of event because they actually have a boost over on that green and black colored book. So shout out Japan.
Shout out Japan, indeed. Crystal said, good morning, AB and crew. Best of luck today. Let's get them. So good to see you. Best of luck indeed. Right to you. Great karma coming to you today. Stanford and Wake Forest. All right. We've got Wake Forest. Somehow, Brad, it always ends up. Stanford is somehow always in the mix. They scare me every weekend. I don't know what you're going to get from Stanford. But what I do know is that they're traveling all the way across the country. And Wake Forest can play. And they're playing good ball right now. So I'm going to roll that minus 345. We've got that paired with Miami of Ohio in basketball. You can see it right there at the bottom. Minus 120. Murray State, UCF, nothing for me there. UCF minus 250. They're a solid team. Keep an eye on them. UCF might be a team that we look at. East Carolina and Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina has been put through the ringer of teams that they've been playing left and right. Their non-conference schedule has been ridiculous, and I say that out of respect, and it doesn't get any easier. Now they're at home, taking on a good East Carolina team. You know you're going to get pitching tonight. I'm fascinated. This total might be 9.5. We really might get sub 10 totals on this game. They put it at 8.5. No, they won't do that. But that would be nice. UNCW and Jacksonville, UNC Wilmington, nothing for me here. Wright State, Tennessee. This total might be 15.5. We got storms coming into Tennessee and the Southeast this weekend, but they're not getting there tonight. And it is hot. Yesterday in Nashville, it was 82 degrees. Knoxville's not going to be much different. All right. You are hitting Lindsey Nelson. You are hitting you're hitting on a ballpark. It's on top of a mountain. Well, not fully on top of a mountain. It's about halfway up a mountain. It's a launch pad. And the fence is like 300. Literally. The field that I played on in high school has larger sides. What were you going to say?
I meant to ask, what field are they playing the USA-Brazil game, baseball today? Where at?
I don't, is it Houston? I think it's at Minute Maid. I think it's Minute Maid. Check that. I think it's Minute Maid. All right, so Tennessee's minus 500. And the reason that I brought up, or the former Minute Maid. Yeah, Houston. Yeah, Astro Stadium. I forget what they call it now. When it was Minute Maid, dude, and they called it the Juice Box. Oh, that was a great name. That's a nice stadium. I've been there. Daikin, that's what it is now. Daikin. Yeah.
Is it good for righties or lefties? I know they have that big home run wall thing that they hit into.
Yeah.
Is that short?
That's all right. Yeah, you're good on both sides. You're gonna have. Well, today they'll probably have the roof open, but you usually have it. Usually have it covered. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like playing in Seattle. Like you're all right. Now, Tisla does say favors righties. Yeah, Albert Pujols proved that. Poor Brad Lidge. My man never recovered from that. I like Brad Lidge. All right, so Wright State, Tennessee minus 500. FIU, Florida Atlantic, nothing for me. North Florida and Alabama. Okay. Alabama minus 520. It's priced, but what we need from Alabama are runs. When we get Alabama scoring runs at the plate, this team is a problem. The problem for them, though, is when, they get 3 to 4 runs and they're just not good enough, like staff pitching arm-wise, completely full to live that dangerous of a life. You know what I mean? Like they need insurance runs, and that's what this team, they're built off momentum. One dude starts mashing, everybody starts mashing. Well, Alabama over, circle for me. Completely agree. So we'll see that this afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern. Winthrop at Auburn. We're on Auburn minus 360. Auburn should be a good spot today. Winthrop, good baseball team. However, Auburn, Friday. Let's start this thing right. You know what I mean? Like, Auburn should put up some runs tonight, too. I wonder what that team total is. 6.5? 7.5? That's getting a little high, but probably somewhere around there. Boston College at Miami. Miami essentially was swept over the weekend by Florida. You have to think Miami's coming out today to mash. That minus 520 is playable. You're going to have to pair it with something that's pretty tight. A Cal Baptist minus 166 or, something like that. But Miami's definitely playable here. You're just going to have to you're going to have to trust that second leg in that dance. But Miami is in a great spot to mash. Indiana State, Western Kentucky, minus 210. Shout out to Bowling Green, Kentucky, the Hilltoppers. Tulane, TCU minus 278. Again, we don't want to fade Tulane, but look, Western Kentucky and TCU could be spots where these could be teams that we need this weekend. So let's keep an eye on them because those are very nicely priced. 210 and minus 270. All things considered, when looking at it, 2-leg parlays, right? We could work with those. Maryland at Troy, another Long Beach State at UC Santa Barbara. Brad, the books figured it out. They figured out our secret on UC Santa Barbara, unfortunately. They're minus 810 on the money line now. So, yeah, we might not be able to get to play UC Santa Barbara this weekend, but cheers to everybody who was betting on them. That was a nice, fun run that we had. Now they'll come back around. Long Beach State probably going to get smoked this weekend. Yeah. Tizzle waiting to take Long Beach team total under system play with our boy Floor on the bump. Exactly. UC Santa Barbara goes out, handles that business. They're looking to choke you out, man. Kirk, AB, if you need a second leg to get something down with, go ahead. Hey, Julian, over 5 or 8 points with whatever you need. Great look, man. And you're absolutely smoking on it, man. Been crushing those, Tony. AB, I'm telling you, they're watching the show. I think so. They figured out our Santa Barbara. So, unfortunately, can't play them today. UC upstate at Texas. Texas minus 1050. Okay. Louisiana Lafayette, Dallas Baptist. Dude, this is a great series. You want to watch good baseball? This is it. These are two excellent baseball teams. Now, Dallas Baptist hasn't started great. Not bad. I think they're 8-6. Need to pick it up. I think Louisiana Lafayette's like 9-4, 9-5, somewhere around there. They're a good baseball team. Dallas Baptist has got to get this thing going. I can't bet them yet. I wanted to, but we can't trust them just yet. But keep an eye on them. That minus 200. Do that. Louisiana Tech, South Alabama, danger in this one. Minus 110, minus 120. Be careful here. It'll be another good series. You want to watch good baseball? That'll be all right. New Orleans, UT, Rio Grande Valley, nothing from me. Fresno State, Arizona. Yikes. Brad, we love Arizona baseball, and they have just not started well. They're like 4-9. It's tough, man. They've got talent. That said, absolutely cannot trust betting them right now. We just can't. But good gosh, like this spot right here is such a good, if we could just trust Arizona, right? That minus 200 all weekend long. But we can't trust them because even when it's lined up, well, Arizona minus 200 is a great parlay piece for me. If they had started the way we thought, they would be minus 450 or better. 100% agreed. And here's the question. Do we draw a line in the sand and say, okay, everything that I've seen from Arizona before, I'm erasing it. Men in Black movie, remember the red, right? And you forget. Because if we can do that, that minus 200 is a serious piece. But there's no way I can come out publicly with good conscience and say bet it. I can't. Be better investing in Pogs right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just brutal. Shout out to Pogs. We need Arizona to be the slammer today. Bam! Come on, boys. All right. We'll keep an eye on that. Grand Canyon and Utah, I don't want anything to do with any of this. Utah's minus 215. I'm frightened. UNLV, Minnesota, this will be a good series. You'll see runs in this one. No doubt. Keep an eye here on this afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. We have totals. Watch. We might catch the book slipping on this one. Minnesota can hit. Loyola Marymount, Arizona State. Okay. Tizzle, Arizona State going to be a look for runs. Been windy in these parts. Let's go. Matty boy, super windy in the valley. It's nuts. All right. Let's keep an eye on that one on the total. Arizona State minus 1150 on the money line. Xavier and Oregon State minus 520. I like to say Xavier. I haven't bet on them. Oregon State. It's expensive, but this could be a look. CSUN, UC Irvine. UC Irvine minus 620. Nothing we could. I mean, you could play it, but you're going to have to pair it with something, an Arizona type, you know, and that might not even be enough. Love Irvine, though. Illinois, USC. Like, this team is playing such good baseball. Best team ERA in the country. Literally, the best, number one in the country. Dun, 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 dun. Trojans could do serious work in parlays for you. San Diego and California, Cal's minus 145. And then finally, the last game, Cal Poly in Hawaii. The Hawaii Regional, Brad. Hawaii has been playing at home, at home. And everybody loves to travel. Why would you not? If you're Hawaii, you're just dangling it out. You want to be on our schedule? Well, I think you like our house more than we like yours. You know, everybody's fine to do that. Go out, nice trip, see the sights, and Hawaii keeps going. Money line, let's go. Launching them off the island. Yes. Kopech said, yeah, let's go, Bows. Let's go, Bows. Look, we back Hawaii, and nothing against Cal Poly by any means. Shout out to the boys. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Except we got to bet on Hawaii, man. So, yeah, the Magic. Yes, the Manoa Magic, indeed. I love it, man. I love it. So this Hawaii team has been so much fun. And also, it's nice that we have this last game that we have of college baseball for tonight. All right, Brad, I want to get to soccer. Let's hit our picks one more time, and then let's take a look at the board. Apologies. Man, we got a million slides. All right. Okay, what do you got, Big Dog?
We're going to Poland, the Ekstraklasa. Lechia Gdansk taking on Jagiellonia Bialystok. That one's really tough for me. We're looking for that over 2.75 in the Asian total. I got that at minus 130.
My not being able to read, it just transferred to you.
It's tough. Jagiellonia.
It is tough when you're trying real hard. All right. Nice job, man. All right. All right. Baseball. North Carolina money line, Auburn money line paired together, minus 120. Tennessee college baseball money line paired with Hawaii college baseball money line, minus 105. And finally, Wake Forest college baseball money line paired with Miami of Ohio basketball money line, minus 120. We'll also be live at 3 p.m. Eastern today to break down totals, more college baseball, NBA, college basketball, you name it. But we continue with soccer. Brad, I see the board over there. What do we have? Talk to us, man.
Just want to highlight how ugly and stinky the MLS has been to start the season. It looks pretty bad. The product, brutal. We just don't have a lot of consistency with the play. They don't even know a lot of the starting 11s for some of these teams. So much rotation, team to team. It's a lot like the NBA. It feels like players are just moving to all over there to any team with no rhyme or reason. So still getting adjusted to that. And then you look at the numbers from last week. Both teams' score came in 4 of the 15 matches. The under or over 2.5 is only coming in just around above 50% on the season. So it's not looking good. We're going to be attacking it soon. And that's why I want to highlight it. So if you're looking at it, no, these numbers not looking good. Plus the big boys today, those top 3 in action. Spain La Liga, huge match with Real Madrid. France Ligue 1, PSG taking on Monaco. And then you also have Germany's Bundesliga, Bayern taking on Borussia Mönchengladbach. And then what we want to highlight for those 3 is they all are playing on Friday today because they have a quick turnaround playing in Europe early midweek. Fixture slate is very, very heavy. And these type of matches, you haven't seen a consistent product. So today, Friday, be just cautious with your world betting in footy. Saturday, a lot more options. And that's why we have our play today. Nothing on the MLS, but we're going to keep highlighting it. Look for Inter Miami and look for Chicago Fire, as we've already discussed.
Nice, man. Look, I'm ready for both teams to score. I love it. Yeah.
I'm just ready for some sort of product that is redeemable. So hopefully they start playing.
What's been the problem?
A lot. Like you can't nail down one thing. It's just ugly. Like the energy level's bad. The passing's bad. The finishing is just next level terrible.
Really?
Oh man.
We're got that. It sounds like we need to toughen up training camp next year.
Yes, we got to do something.
Well, the good Lord invented 2-a-days for a reason. 3-a-days if you ain't listening. I love it. All right. College basketball. We have 2 ranked games. Okay? Brad, this is what we have. I'm with you. I need a drink too. St. John's at Seton Hall.
The Johnnies and
The
North.
Johnny. Go ahead. Where's that?
Slide. Well, Johnnies, this is such a low total. Smash that over. They're definitely getting into the 70s. Lock.
We're feeling it.
Lock.
There we go. 137, and I'm with you. What do we need to get there? 138? What is that? 70 to 68? 70 to 68 gets us there. All right, Miami of Ohio. Taking on the Bobcats. Shout out to Frank Solich. Miami of Ohio. They are 30-0 and have to keep going. They cannot lose anymore. They haven't started it. Why begin now? Here's the other problem. Well, might not be a problem with this. They've had large spreads lately. 8.5, 9.5, 11.5, and not hitting any of them. But they're winning. And that's why we have them on the money line. I think if there were a shot of Miami of Ohio covering a spread, like I'm all in on them winning the game. I think that they continue. Not saying it's easy. Not, of course, not saying that, right? But I think they're dialed in now because you could see the end. It's one thing when you're 20-0 and, hey, we're undefeated, but we got, 16 game, whatever. When you got 2 or whatever, whatever, like you could start to see it. And the thing that's kind of been in your head that hasn't been real, it's kind of been real, but it's just on paper, i.e. you being undefeated. You really don't think about it. Like it's there, but whatever. Now, you could quantify it. You know what I mean? Like you could literally see on the calendar, you're like, okay, we need to knock these 2 out, and then let's run through the conference tournament. You know what I mean? So I actually like that for Miami of Ohio. They seem like that type of team. They seem like the type of team that's well coached, that's organized, right? And again, not that I'm not saying anybody's looking ahead, but I actually like it. As someone who lives off of to-do lists and organization, that would actually really help me out. You know what I mean? Like it's sometimes it's tough when everything's abstract. Yeah. So we'll see. I say that Miami of Ohio gets smoked, but I think that's the way I look at it. How would you approach it, man? What would you be thinking if you're on a team that was 30-0 and you have to keep going because your conference is a 1-bid league, right? So you've got to win the tournament, to get that auto bid, unless they get it, that or whatever. But still, yeah. Like, what would be your approach, man, if you were sitting there? Perfect.
I mean, if I was the captain, my message would just be, guys, if we make mistakes, we'll cost ourselves. But if we just keep consistent play and we don't beat ourselves, we are better than everybody in this league. We should be taking care of this. Doesn't matter how much we win by, just matters get the W. I think Miami wins by 5, honestly.
Spread is dangerous on the road.
It looks something's nasty about it. It's gonna be right. I think.
Yeah, I mean, look, we got a preview of it last night. When you see Michigan on the road against, like, it's tough, man, because we're 30 games into this. You know what I mean? Long season.
Numbers are getting better. Everything's getting a little more efficient, no doubt.
Look at that total. 159.5.
That's high.
Yeah. 81 to 79. That's a big number right there. If you're thinking that Ohio covers, probably think it scores lower, right? I don't know. Yeah, Scott said it's going under. That's a big number, man. And I don't want to fade these teams. They can play, they can shoot, but when you need to average both teams essentially score 80. Oh, all right. All right. That is it. All right. Let me get the picks back up here one more time. Brad will jump out of here. My man, it's so good to have you back, buddy. I'm glad that you're feeling better, man.
It's good to be back. Honestly,
yeah.
Be back with you, AB. And it's good to talk the Polish Ekstraklasa between Lechia Gdansk taking on Jagiellonia Białystok. All of our favorite teams that we look at week in and week out. We'll look for 3 total goals by way of that Asian total. I got that at 2.75 at -130.
Nice. All right. College baseball, North Carolina money line, Auburn money line -120, Tennessee money line, Hawaii money line -105. And then Wake Forest baseball money line paired with Miami of Ohio basketball money line at -120. All right, Brad, we'll get out of here, man. Scott said, AB, pronounce those names. Lechia Gdansk and Jagiellonia. I thought I told you. Białystok over 2.75. Dude, what color scheme is Jagiellonia? Do we know?
Mm-hmm. Red and yellow, mustardy, like McDonald's.
Is Lechia Gdansk, are they blue?
They are green, white, and black, but mostly
green, white, and black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Charlotte.
Yeah.
College. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, all right, Jagiellonia, you said they're red and yellow?
McDonald's. You can just think that.
Dude, all right.
Not even new. It's the old red and yellow McDonald's.
I was just about to say. Yeah. Have you seen McDonald's lately? Like, it looks like a corporate building.
Who do they think they are?
Get back to the red and yellow. I guess they said the same thing to Hulk Hogan, though, too. All right, we'll get out of here on this. Brad, any final thoughts? Any piece of advice? Good, pleasant? I don't know. What do you got, man?
Be kind to your neighbor.
Nice. You know what? That's a good thing. We're going to be kind today. We're going to hold doors today. Say thank you. Do we go yes, ma'am, no, ma'am? Are we too old for that? Do you ever feel weird saying that to someone?
Not being raised from the South, still in the South, it still slips out. It just feels so natural. I don't know. Yeah. I still say it. Mostly if I feel like they're older than I am, and I think that's, you probably shouldn't stereotype, but if you're a little older than I am, I think you might respect that a little more than if you're younger. So I think I try to use it more in that sense. So
I find myself in a weird, right there with you, because I find myself in a weird spot to where what you just said, if it's someone like, I'm not young, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's one of those to where it's like, if I'm an adult and I'm saying it to someone that is older, I don't want them to feel older, but I'm right there with you in the term of respect 100% every time. But yeah, it's odd because you find yourself, because some people, they're just hear it and they're like, oh, thank you, whatever. And others like, ma'am, sir, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said it. Oh, I don't know. I always find myself in a tough spot.
Yeah. Southerners have those Southernisms that really hit, and you can go with a couple of those and just get away with them. Like, thank you kindly, just.
Mm-hmm. Paul said it best too, because this happened to me last night. Paul said, they see the gray and say it to me, brother. Last night, all right, after the game, my nephew's game, man, they go in their, little locker room clubhouse, and we're waiting for him outside. Coach gives a message. They change, come out, right? And the dude that plays third base, this kid's outstanding, man. Great glove. And he made 2 or 3 excellent plays last night, right? So I'm talking to my nephew, and that kid, came by to say, hey to Bo. And I was like, hey, man, I was like, dude, 3 great plays at third. Great glove, brother. Went to dap him up. And he's like, thank you, sir. And I was like, oh, didn't have to say it, but it's all right. But see right there, you know what I mean? Like, saying it out of respect. I get it. But yeah, I'm right there with Paul to where I was like, No, you don't have to do that, bro. You can just fist bump. You're all right. You're all right. You don't have to do it. Scott said, AB, did you have a bet on Bo's game? One of my buddies said that. He goes, hey, man, you can't put lines out. I started laughing. I was like, who's hitting a home run today? All right, we're going to get out of here, man. Brad, great job. So glad you're feeling better. Going into the weekend, it's going to be how's your wife doing, man? Is she feeling better too? Has everybody got I think everyone got sick, right?
Yeah, literally everybody got sick. Like domino in my family. It got to my parents, so the grandparents of the child. Luckily, the child's good for the most part, and she's back at daycare, so everything is going back to normal, and that is what's important. Missing daycare really stinks, right? You're losing the day of financial costs, but also you're losing that time that you get to do and pursue and fix the things in your life. So losing that time stresses you out, puts everyone behind, puts everything in a ruckus. So just getting back to normalcy is what we're looking for.
There we go. Hey, that's the message in college baseball today. All right. Consistency. Let's let our big teams be big teams. Show out today. You know what? That was a perfect analogy right there. Brad, well done. Brad set the tone for us. I love it, man. Great job. All right, crew. Great work today, as always. It's going to be a great Friday. We'll be live today, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. We'll clean up all the totals we have in college baseball, set it up with the NBA as well. We'll take a look at what we have, player props, all that. Brad, great job. Crew, great job. We'll see you all in the Discord, 3 p.m. Eastern. Till then, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. Going to be a great day. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody.